More FPL. Almiron's in great form and managers are rushing to bring him in for Gameweek 16, but should we be? After his goal against Southampton, it's now 7 goals in his last 7 games, making him the in-form midfielder. For the season, he's second top point scoring midfielder, just a single point behind KDB and almost 7 million cheaper. But this week, there's only one fixture to go before the World Cup, so what are his prospects against Chelsea? They conceded 4 against Brighton in Game Week 14, but don't generally let in more than 1 goal per match. Having said that, Newcastle are in such good form, they could well get 2 or 3 goals, even here. But that's not a given, so I think there's better options for a one-week punt, like City, Arsenal, or Rashford. More FPL. Trossard's in decent form, and lots of managers are bringing him in for Game Week 16, but should we be? After his assist against Wolves, it's now 2 goals and 2 assists in his last 4 games, which is pretty good. But it's probably more that he's 4th top point scoring midfielder overall, with 7 goals and 3 assists in 13 games. This week though, there's only one fixture to go before the World Cup, so what are his prospects against Aston Villa? They've been pretty poor this season, but more so in attack than defence, and defence is new manager Emery's strong point. He enjoyed the start of a new manager bounce with a superb 3-1 win at home to Man United. This match could go either way, so I think there's better options for a one-week punt, like City, Arsenal, or Rashford. More FPL. Saliba in Arsenal's defence is in decent form, and managers are bringing him in for Game Week 16, but should we be? They have the joint best defence in the league, and Saliba also has 2 goals and assist to his name. This week though, there's only one fixture to go before the World Cup, so what are his prospects against Wolves? Wolves sit second from bottom and have scored the least goals in the league with just 8 goals in 14 games. But they've just appointed a new manager and managed to score 2 goals against Brighton in their last match. Nevertheless, I think Arsenal will get a clean sheet, but it's difficult to predict when defenders will get attacking returns. For one-week punts, I'll be looking to bring in players with potentially high ceilings in midfield and attack. More FPL. Cancelo is the most transferred out defender, presumably his managers thought he was suspended following his red card last week, but he served that suspension in midweek in the Carabao Cup, so he's actually free to play next week. This week, there's only one fixture to go before the World Cup, so what are his prospects against Brentford? They've been okay going forward, scoring 1.5 goals per game on average, but been less prolific in recent weeks. As usual, I'd expect a Man City clean sheet here, but unfortunately, they do sometimes concede a single goal. Despite indifferent form, I think Cancelo is the second best value defender in the game, so I won't be selling him. If I had nothing else to do, I'd maybe consider using 2 transfers to bring in another City attacker, like KDB. More FPL. After 3 successive benchings in the league, managers have had enough of Foden and are getting rid in droves. He's still not top point scoring midfielder though, despite playing significantly less minutes than all those around him. This week, there's only one fixture to go before the World Cup, so what are his prospects against Brentford? Brentford have been pretty poor defensively, conceding 1.5 goals per game on average, including 7 goals in the last 3. He got no minutes in the Carabao Cup this midweek, so you think that increased his chance of a start at the weekend. You never know with Pep, but as Man City of the early Saturday kickoff, we may get early team news. If I do transfer him out, it won't be before Saturday morning, as he has huge points potential if he starts. More FPL. Following his blank against Chelsea, lots of managers are transferring out Jesus, but should they be? He's still the 4th top point scoring forward in the game, with 5 goals and 6 assists in 13 games. Despite a bit of a goal scoring drought, his form is pretty good, mainly due to 2 assists against Nottingham Forest. This week, there's only one fixture to go before the World Cup, so what are his prospects against Wolves? Wolves sit second from bottom, but their defence isn't as bad as their league position would suggest, and their attack has struggled. With Arsenal having the second best attack in the league, I'd still expect a goal or 2 here, with Jesus involved. I also don't see good replacements, with Solanke inconsistent, Tony facing Man City, and Wilson against Chelsea. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate your time. Give it a like if you enjoyed the video. What are your transfer plans for this week, and has this video reinforced your thoughts or made you change your mind? Add your own thoughts and questions in the comments, and I'll do my best to get through as many as I can. Support the channel and never miss a pre-season video or game week preview by subscribing and turning on notifications. More FPL.